This week, a report was published saying that coral reefs around the world are reaching a tipping point that they might not be able to come back from. Here is what I think we need to know about the story to respond well. This report was published by an organization called Global Tipping Point. It's made up of researchers and scientists across the world, represented by a number of different academic institutions, headed up by Exeter University here in the UK. It is funded by a lot of different bodies, including Jeff Bezos. He could make a lot of change by himself. We're going to just leave him over there. The concept of tipping points is that we all have an impact on the world. Humanity has an impact on the world. But there are some places where our impact is too negative, and then certain ecosystems around the world cannot recover, and coral reefs are one of them. Now, I don't live anywhere near coral reefs, and it's easy to feel like they're these things in Finding Nemo or on a postcard, but actually they are crucially important for millions of people around the world in terms of food, economies, and also for carbon sequestration, which is taking carbon out of the atmosphere and the world's natural systems for dealing with carbon in the environment. We need the oceans, we need the biodiversity, we need all of it. So we all should want to see a change here. While it seems like we've crossed the tipping point, we can't go back, there are a number of scientists saying, hey, actually there is hope, we can make change. So in the midst of this, what can we as individuals who maybe live nowhere near a coral reef actually do to play into this story? The first thing I would say that can have a brilliant positive impact in so many different ways is to leave behind fast fashion. Start shopping secondhand in charity shops as much as you can. The fashion industry is one of the biggest problems in terms of greenhouse gases, emissions, and global warming. The second thing I would say is to change your bank. This is free, and I love choices that can make an impact while being free and playing into something bigger than just our own lives. Banks do something with the money we give them. A lot of them fund fossil fuels and things that are really not good for the environment. Choosing a different bank can make a big impact. The next thing that I would say is to know that this is not on us as individuals. We need governments, policymakers, much bigger organizations and corporations to play their part too, and we can play our part in that journey by talking to our representatives, by petitioning government, by writing to the people that represent us at a government level and asking for change, signing petitions, marching, and joining our voice with others to play into and demand wider change. And on that note, don't do this journey alone. Find some group that you can join in and do this with, because otherwise it can feel lonely. We can feel like, what does one voice do? But when you see yourself standing in a group of people or as a name on a petition with hundreds of thousands of other people asking for the same thing, you know that you're not alone and you're playing into something much bigger. And lastly, on this one that you can do with kids if you have them, I did this with my 9-year-old. Watch David Attenborough's documentary Ocean. It is brilliant for telling the story, and also in the way that he does so well for inspiring hope that if we do make change, we can make change.